you and your first son, obviously you were a kid when you had him, and then you moved away because he was still living in Connecticut.
Still living in Connecticut.
Right. So you moved away from Connecticut relatively early in life, in your 20s, or
yeah, I came out here. I was a school teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I came out here for this industry. I started in New York, though.
Yeah. I mean, was there any level of, if I had been more involved in his life, maybe I could have? No.
No, I don't believe so, because, I mean, there was a while. I mean, it's like, okay, it's like when my philosophy is like, I'm gonna definitely meet you halfway. You make some effort. I'm gonna really try to pull you on the other side. He got married early. He was doing well for a while.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There was times where it looked, things looked pretty wholesome, but he dipped back into A, B, or C, and so you always, hoping the best. But nah, I think I covered those bases, and we was always in contact, and it's like, my thing is, I understood him as a man as well, but it's one of these things where ultimately you got to make that decision if you're going to change your life.
Yeah, I mean, listen, as you and I both have drug addicts in our families, from the same area, actually, coincidentally enough.
Right.
And the one thing that I realized over the years is that once hard drugs get involved, there's really nothing you could do. There's just literally, a person's going to do what they're going to do. They have to figure it out on their own. You can't, there's very little you could do to help.
Actually, I had another son that was doing worse.
Really?
But he turned around like, that cat is like brilliant, intellectual. He's going on his master's degree.
Really?
Yeah.
And he was doing worse at one point. Crazy. Okay.
Yeah. He's doing worse.
Yeah, man. Listen, I've interviewed a lot of people. Like I interviewed, Raj from Good Times, and he was a serious crack addict.
Right, yeah.
And he said, like, Muhammad Ali was helping him.
Right, yeah. I saw that one.
Yeah, you saw that. It was a good interview. It was a very good interview. And he said that one time he was just in this motel and he was smoking crack and, and he just got down on his knees and said, God, if you can get me through tonight, I'll stop. And that was like 30 years ago or something. And he's never touched drugs ever since. Yeah. Just like that.
Yeah. It's
clean.
It's rough, man. As smart as I thought I was, like trying to kind of guide, you can only do the best you can. Right. So, I thought, oh, well, I'll try to stay a step ahead. But when they become adults, what can you do?
Yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah. Well, my condolences, man. My condolences. I mean, regardless of the situation, it's rough. It's rough for a father to lose a child. It goes against the natural order of things.
That's true.
Yeah. And you went to the funeral and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tough. It's tough, man.